Trav is currently eating. I am starting the stream. Welcome everyone to a shortened game where Steph will obviously be the MVP.
I mean,
It could be Trixie.
Trixie is not a character, unfortunately.
Trixie is a character.
Not a character.
She has feelings.
She does have feelings. She has a lot of conflicted emotional feelings right now.
fuck. Yep, and we're about to. Oh yeah, isn't it unconscious Jeremy going to be dragged in front of her again? So it's like, oh, this is great. Sorry. So hi.
Hello. Hello to Travis, who is currently eating.
Munch, munch, munch.
Who would like to give a recap of what happened last week?
I only have the Cliff's Notes version, sadly, that I can remember.
It's fine.
We can work with that.
I remember Ashton's sister being introduced and causing a ton of chaos. And being kind of hilarious. Let's see. Serona brought Jeremy back into the fold and he left, if memory serves. And then he got shot back with a bolt of lightning by some weird robe dude who then immediately vanished.
Well, we started with Jeremy and Lena having an argument at LeBlanc's.
Yep.
What do you mean you're not my property? I mean, that basically sums up the entire argument. Lena claimed him, therefore she is Lena's.
Well, does he have marked by power? Because that might,
Yes.
But not to Lena.
Yeah, she is. And it seems like, from everything that happened, he wound up leaving and basically betrayed Serona. Or at least went against her words, which... She took on Magnus, she's scary.
Oh, are we doing the recap?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you have anything to add, please feel free, because I don't remember a ton.
Let's see. Lizzie went home to have family time after consoling Trixie.
Yes.
To only have Trixie call her in hysterics a couple hours later because Jeremy did the dumb.
So Jeremy.
And sent Trixie a text message basically saying goodbye because he was going to die.
I mean, that's not technically what he sent, but yeah, that's exactly what he sent.
Yeah. Because he was trying to say, oh hey, I just pissed off a deity who controls my life. She's gonna kill me. No, she isn't. She controls the ability of you to die. She is going to make you suffer. Dude, Serona's a sadist. We've seen it. She's scary. Cool person. Don't piss her off.
Ashton went to talk to Leonard and Candy and managed to convince them to negotiate with Regina before going all out against her in a bid for the remains of the Coronado estate or whatever it is, their power center in Las Vegas. They suspected he was under control by LeBlanc, but he managed to convince Kenny that he wasn't, so they let him go. That's when he met up with his sister and tried to take her to LeBlanc's. Ran into Jeremy and at a taco stand, and that's when Jeremy got zapped.
Not really. You guys were on the way back when he got zapped.
Well, yeah. So we met at the taco stand, talked a bit, and it was like, all right, well, let's just get back to the Blancs before something bad happens. Unfortunately, something happened.
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. He was like this when you got here. Thank you for participating in the recap. Each one of you will gain a chip. It's on your face right now.
Oh, mine's already gone. I already grabbed it.
I know. You
Quick on the draw.
saw that. Mine!
Yes.
Quick as a snake.
Cannot
Chop.
have. My chip is precious.
We already know you're gonna pry them away from us later, so.
I don't pry them away from you. You willingly hand them over.
Because the alternative. Oh yeah, because the alternative is much worse if we don't. Brilliant! Anyway, sorry.
Hmm?
Oh, I was thinking about using the minor milestone to adjust Ashton's trouble aspect to gullible do-gooder with a feral sister.
Sure.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Global do-gooder with now whenever she causes problems, you actually get chips for it. Getting stuck with it.
I'm perfectly fine with this.
So, speaking of your feral sister, Ashton, you are there. A man dressed in all black shows up. Zaps, like, sort of raises his hand as electricity just starts to, like, gather all around him and then shoot out of his finger right into Jeremy, who gets hit in the chest and, like, does the whole, like, flying back thing. Slams into a wall. He's out cold. Your shit looks at him and goes, "Do we eat him now?"
No! Ashton's picking him up and running. He doesn't have time.
Where are you running to?
LeBlanc's. Or I guess the guy's gone, right? I believe.
Yeah, no, you can't see him anywhere. Almost like he vanished into thin air.
Yep, so Ashton's gonna head for LeBlanc's at top speed
Mm-hmm.
with Jeremy in his arms or over his shoulder.
See, you see your sister is there and she's helping you carry him. She goes, "Yes, we get him to a safe place, then we eat him. I like your thinking, brother."
Don't have time to argue at this point. Better to get there and then explain that we're not going to eat him.
All right. You guys make your way.
So Ashton has no medical experience, so he cannot help with healing.
Yes. You bring him in. So Elizabeth, Connor, you guys are kind of like standing there as Ashton and some weird girl you've never seen before brings Jeremy in. Jeremy is definitely unconscious and may have a large scorch mark in the chest. Like, you imagine, like, this is what the sort of mark would be left if someone, say, shot him with some kind of energy weapon.
Hell?
Ashton, what happened?
I don't even know. Just out of nowhere,
Get
the
him
guy.
inside.
Yep.
Ashton, what happened? Starts explaining. Don't explain to me, get him inside.
Done.
Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
You pull him inside.
I'll lay him down on a table and just explain that he was shot by a guy.
A guy.
Lightning just out of his fingers.
Lightning?
I don't know. I didn't get out my voltometer to check it. It sure seemed like lightning.
That sounds familiar.
What did he look like?
It was just he just had black robes on. Just I didn't see any distinct facial features. Then he just vanished. He was there and then he wasn't.
Looks down at Jeremy. What fucking cult are you messing with?
I'm guessing he's unconscious.
I am well aware of that. Where's Ian when you need him?
Well,
I am well aware.
yeah. I mean, I can call him, but I think he's lost his memory again. I don't know what to do about that.
Wait,
Still.
he's awake?
I ran over here because you said we need to find Jeremy. But I think he's lost his memory. He says the last thing he remembers was waking up at the hospital. Or waking up, falling down, no, working at the hospital, sorry. I jumbled my words.
Do we have anyone that knows first aid? Because I just picked him up and ran. I didn't have time. I didn't want to risk the attacker coming back.
I mean, I can go pick up Ian, but I don't know how much. He's at the risk.
Probably the best bet.
Yeah, we're not getting. We don't want to get the hospital also involved because
He seems like he's kind of involved in illegal things.
I have a gut feeling if we run Jeremy through the system, we're gonna find a lot. If we find, well, unless we miss his real name anyway. I don't know. Sorry, my throat's dry.
Alright, call Ian. Ashton, let's take him to one of the back rooms.
All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, my phone burnt out in that fight. But I believe you said they have like a stock of spare phones at the
Yes.
box. It's like pull out the phone and go, oh right. And then grab one of the spare ones and call over to it. To his place. Jumbled today.
Hello?
You okay, Ian? Hello?
Yeah? Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm okay. A friend of mine. Well, we found him. Looks like he's been... I don't even know what. Hit with lightning or
Electrocuted
something.
himself.
Yeah, he's been electrocuted, it looks like. And he's unconscious. I hate to do this because you just woke up, but would you mind gathering some of your stuff? And I'll head over and pick you up, and could you look at him, at least?
He should go to a hospital.
I agree, but I don't fully know that everything he does is on the up and up, so...
What do you mean everything he does isn't on the... What kind of people are you dealing with?
Yeah.
What are you involved with?
I'm gonna have to explain this all again. Okay, I'll head over and explain this as best I can. Because it's too long to say over a phone. Is that okay?
All right.
I'm sorry for the hell I'm putting you through. Hmm?
I don't know what. My head's hurting. Oh.
Uh-oh. Alright. Then yeah. I'll head right over. I'll head right over, man. I'm sorry for you going through all this shit. I'm sorry that I have to explain all this shit to you, because it's... The world's
Are you
weird.
involved in, like, something illegal?
In essence, no.
That made me even more nervous.
Right?
What the hell is...
Sorry, I was trying to keep a straight face for that.
Are you selling drugs or something?
No, I'm not selling drugs.
Are you getting into, like, illegal fights or something?
That's why I said this is better to explain in person, because there's a lot to go over. But no, I'm not in illegal fights. Yeah. I'm gonna head right over.
Where are you as you're having this conversation?
Probably in the front lobby of the of LeBlanc's.
Are other people around?
It's up to them if they want to be around.
Elizabeth, are you around or what?
We were taking Jeremy to the back, so probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that you would want Connor's help with bringing Jeremy into the back.
I have Ashton's help.
Yes, but between Ashton and Connor, which one of them has inhuman strength?
Me.
Yes, I know. I know you haven't human strength.
She could probably carry Jeremy on her own, to be fair.
You could carry him on your own. So did you just haul him into into a back room and let Connor go off on his own, or
No, I'll have Connor do it.
I see you. So you guys are all there as Connor is making this phone call, and it seems like it's not going well. Do anyone want to help out or say something? Give Connor help, or would you rather just watch and make popcorn as everything falls apart around him?
I mean, popcorn is tasty.
Ashton's a do-gooder, and an ally, so I'll grab the phone from him.
Okay.
Like, hey, it's Ashton. So I'm going to try report. I can go and roll that, but what I'm basically explaining is that we're not involved in anything illegal right now. It's just that the person who needs help can't afford to go to the hospital because he doesn't want to be.
See.
Roll that beautiful deceit.
No. I meant, sorry, not afford as in cost. That was just a poor choice of words. I'm not trying to deceive him. I'm trying to say he shouldn't go there because he does have a rap sheet.
So what you're saying is, all right.
He's not a bad person. He just got caught up in some stuff and he needs some help and doesn't need to go to the prison.
Yep.
Sorry, Steph, you said something, but then you cut out.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So.
Okay.
How long have you known Ian?
Uh-oh.
Ashton?
Yeah.
I believe. Let's see. Not sure. I think it's been, let's say, about 1 to 2 years. Because Ashton has had enough time to emotionally acclimate to human society.
Okay. When did you first meet Ian?
Ashton was working like a janitorial role at the hospital or something like that. Yeah.
Was this around the time when you saw Ian get his thing, or were you friends before that?
I think that is like he met him through the job, and that's like he met him during the whole first adventure thing, in the mind game story.
So here is a chip. Because something's going to be causing you problems, I'm declaring Ian doesn't remember you. I mean, you can pay off that chip and say, no, I don't want that in the story, of course, or you can accept that complication. And
Okay. Oh shit. This is an interesting one.
I mean, you have a chip because you said I'm a gullible do-gooder, and I go, yeah, that is coming in, so that's a chip for doing that.
What do you guys think? Do you think this is be an interesting thing to deal with?
That is up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Ian a bit, but it just makes me want to resolve his storyline even more, or this backstory that never got resolved.
I guess I'm thinking.
Ouch.
Because like the result of this is either we do or don't get Jeremy medical care outside of a hospital, which
mean, true, but you also do have Elizabeth who might be able to sway him, you know.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, yeah, we have also haven't asked Regina if she knows anyone who can, do like back alley patch jobs, I guess.
But
I think this would be interesting to have to deal with the Ian that doesn't remember Ashton. So yeah, I'll take it.
Right. So unfortunately, he's like, who are you? Who are you? Put Connor back on the phone.
What? It's me, Ashton. What do you mean? I used to work at the same hospital as you. All right, fine.
Ah,
It's like, oh, that's not good. Almost tempted to ask him what year it is. But I don't think that's how this works. All right.
Are you going to take the phone back from Ashton?
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
I've given it back already.
Yeah, I'll take the phone back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Like, so, all right. Can I just come back and talk for a little bit, Ian?
oh, we're gonna talk.
Are you okay? You sound like you're in pain.
Yeah, just headache again.
It's like at that, just look up and Ashton and mouth the word headache. It's like, oh shit. All right, sure. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Love you, man.
Just get here.
We'll
I'm
hang
good.
up. Yeah. I figured he was
like
gonna
the
hang up.
first time he didn't say he loved you back.
Oh fuck. So we need to solve this shit. Also, I don't know what the chip's for. I'm assuming because complication involving Ian, who's tied to my character.
Yeah, you care about Ian's desires, and
Okay, thank you. All right. So is anyone gonna come with me? Go talk to him on my own, but I don't know what the hell we're gonna do because we need to solve this. Huh. But we also need to heal Jeremy.
You need to bring him back because we're going to need to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier to secure LeBlanc's than, well, let's say the apartment's already, or condo, whatever. The place is already pretty trashed. Oh shit, I left him alone in a place that had looked like it's been looted. If anyone wants to come, feel free to hop in the car. If not, he's taken off immediately, basically.
I need to make sure my snake sister doesn't do anything crazy.
I mean, you mean like hopping in his car, which she's already doing?
Oh.
Yeah,
I need to go check on Trixie.
fair enough. Make sure she's okay.
She looks you good. Do you have any food?
Not the
Who
kind
is she
you're
looking at?
Connor.
Oh.
Oh, it's Ashton's sister. I was like, it's Trixie. There's no way that's her. She probably saw Jeremy at one point, ran straight over there, and is freaking out over him.
Squirrels, rabbits, dogs, cats, small dogs.
Okay then. I think I've got some jerky somewhere.
What's jerky?
Hang on. He'll look in the glove box or glove compartment. Probably is like a bag of jerky or something. Just something basic to keep your energy up. And pull it out and go, it's this. Just open the bag and try that. Anyway.
He looks and goes, "Oh God, what is that?"
It's jerky. It's
She
beef.
reaches in, she holds up a piece and looks at it like one would look at like a dead mouse.
Yeah, you're supposed to chew on it.
Chew?
I just realized we haven't been acquainted, have we?
Ashton will pipe him and say, yes, that's why humans have teeth, these white things in your mouth. You know, the mini wide broad fangs.
The
That don't
weapon?
have
Alright,
they can be.
this is a conversation to have in the car.
Yeah.
And B, tell Ian that we can't take Jeremy to the hospital because of the power outage and the fact that the hospitals are probably already overrun with people.
Oh, I hope his memory isn't too fried.
A little late for that.
Yeah. It's like shift into gear. Buckle your seatbelts and we're going.
So you don't have any like mice or something?
No, just eat it. It tastes good, I promise.
No way in hell am I eating that.
It's like, and I'm shifting and driving away. It's just...
Humans aren't designed to eat things whole. You have to chew.
Sounds like a
That
challenge.
is...
Sorry. Couldn't help myself. I thought my mic was muted when I said that. Sorry.
I'd rather starve. Fun fact, snakes will often choose starvation if not presented with the food it is designed to feed on.
Tempted to just point her at like a PetSmart or something and say, go to town, free buffet.
Oh no.
The power's out, what are they gonna really do? Anyway.
Look, once we get to his apartment... Actually, wait, how run down is your apartment? Is it a nice one or a shitty one?
It's a decently nice apartment.
Okay.
It's nice. It's been looted, but it's nice. Well, I assume it's been looted. It looks like people have gone in and out of there, taking shit. I think they even took the broken TV, weirdly enough.
Look, on our way back, we can hop by like one of my like my shitty apartment, which definitely has mice, and you can get a snack there. Okay.
Fine.
Why do you think Ashton got that apartment?
Ashton still eats live mice also.
It's a delicacy.
He is more well adjusted to human society, not completely human.
Well, in fact, like most snakes need that kind of gut bacteria of other animals in order to, survive and digest things. So,
It's true.
And he doesn't eat mice as a human; he eats them as a snake.
Okay, I was about to say I had that image of, I'm sorry, Travis, Ashton. Yeah, Travis eating a live mouse. No, just Ashton picking up a mouse. Oh God, no, that's horrific. The snake is not that bad though. Oh. But yeah, I'm just headed back to the apartment as best I can.
Mm-hmm. So you get there and you see the curtain kind of move as your car door closes. What are you doing?
I'm assuming I have a key.
Yeah.
So, although he is jumbled right now, probably the polite thing to do is to knock and say, "Hey, it's Connor."
Who are those people with you?
Ashton and...
We spoke on the phone.
Yeah, but who are you?
They're friends. Ashton's a friend I don't fully know about.
Roll me rapport.
No.
Me? Or...
Yeah.
Yay, I have a 2! This'll only end well. Oh, what am I rolling for? Good job. Mia. What the hell did I do? Cancel. Okay. 4, 2. That's a solid meh.
Still good. Good's good.
You start telling him a little bit about Ashton, and it sounds like, Ian's having somewhat of a negative reaction, but it seems like he's working through it. It's like, Ashton's your friend too, like, you knew him, he's really good friends. I know that you probably have a lot of blank spots. Ashton's one of those blank spots, and Ian's kind of like, oh, okay, who's the other one?
It's like turn and look and go. I don't... I turn to Ashton and say, does she have a name? That's totally not a suspicious question to ask. It's Ashton's sister. I frankly don't know that much about her, but you can definitely trust Ashton.
Yeah, maybe you should wait out here.
No, I'm coming in.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to leave her outside either, because she might do something.
Oh, wait, no, sure, yes. Waiting outside, yes.
Like, okay, Connor, here are options. Like, she goes in and freaks out Ian, and we can't convince him anymore, or she stays out here and does something else, and we deal with it later.
Okay, when you put it that way. Yeah, alright. And she can stay out here if she really wants to.
Ashton, are you really wanting to leave your feral sister alone?
I don't know.
There's a chip, which means nothing bad can come of this. So,
The question is, do you risk it?
All right. Can I like to pay a chip to call that off and just be like, behave yourself, please. Do not cause any trouble for 5 minutes.
Then I'll give you a treat or something.
Uh-oh.
Sure, totally. I'll behave myself. You don't have to worry about a thing, Ashton.
Yeah, sure. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I understand that. Good.
I believe her.
I mean, this just ties into your
After all, I
concept.
am gullible.
It's like your high concept is just gullible.
You're right. There you go. You're totally gullible. There you go.
Lord, that aspect's scary. It's a
Oh
trouble.
wait, no. Throw that chip back.
Okay. I was about to say, it did seem a bit greedy.
Well, because I realized gullible and the feral sister are the same aspect.
Well, yeah.
You only get one chip. Like,
It might be worth just having an aspect called gullible or something. Although it is a trouble. No, it's a trouble aspect, definitely.
anyway, so Ashton, Ian removes the chain lock on the door,
Good. He locked it, thank God.
and he locked it when you guys showed up. When you showed up with two people he didn't recognize, after like talking about doing illegal activity, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
Smart man.
So he's disconcerted, or he's discombobulated from the memory loss and scared now because you're involved in illegal things from his point of view.
so I'm just gonna like remove the sister from the menu.
Uh-oh.
He's not doing anything. He's not there
Nice.
right now. We don't need to think. Just don't worry about it.
Out of sight, out of mind. All right.
Exactly. I mean, Ian's intelligent, and that can actually be a bad thing in some cases. So yeah, it actually does make perfect sense from his point of view. Anyway,
Okay.
Ian walks in and he goes, "Hey, Ashton, I'm sorry I acted that way. I didn't know. Yeah, sorry. I've been."
Ashton will comfort him and just say, "No, it's all right. I can't understand what you're going through, but I don't blame you."
Thanks, man. I guess. Well, from how your reaction, I can guess we were probably pretty good friends because you seem like a really great guy. So, what the hell are you guys doing in like criminal activity?
I think I said it poorly over the phone. Really poorly. It's more the guy that I can't fully explain what happened. It looks like he just got zapped to hell, for lack of a better term.
We'll just say I think there was an exposed electrical wire, and he got hit with it in the chest.
Deceit.
Yeah, that's a deceit.
Oh crap. Fine.
Actually, do I have this?
Yay.
I don't have deceit. Yay! Fuck. Or you can roll.
Well, I'm the one lying.
Yeah, I know. The person
I just got
who
lucky.
is frankly probably one of the most powerful people in the party.
Alright,
I
so
mean,
Ian kind of nods and goes, "Got hit by a live wire."
oh, you haven't seen. Sorry, go ahead.
Was this like, this recently? Or
Yes. We came straight here just because we don't know where else to take him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get the stuff, but like, what's going on, Connor?
You'll be able to understand Vegas, how it looks when we're on the way. Something... Basically, it looks like the power's down through a huge chunk of the city. Even if we took him to a hospital, I don't think he'd get treated. And it seems like he wouldn't want us to take him to a hospital. I'm pretty damn sure he has a record. He's not a bad guy, but... Everyone makes mistakes, huh?
How do you know this person?
Out of character, how did he get introduced to the party again?
Someone
Oh,
called him, right?
You wanted to find a terrorist who was
Oh yeah, someone rolled a
Manfred
legend.
called him and Elizabeth hired him. To perform a terrorism.
And now, looking back, it's like, and we trusted one of Manfrey's contacts because...
What's the contact of a contact?
Totally safe. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the whole thing straight in my head. Because it's, well, one of the people I'm working with basically called him in to help with a job.
a job?
Yeah,
What kind of job?
it's not like a heist or something.
Wait. Why are you? What?
The way you
Like-
said it made me think you immediately were thinking heist.
Roll rapport.
Thank you.
Connor.
I have chips.
Yes, that doesn't really. A one is not enough to say that you didn't really flub there. It's like you
What are you talking about?
you did definitely have a little bit of a thing there where he was like, I like, what the hell? He was like, not a heist, like, so this is like, okay, but what did you mean by job then?
Oh, I don't need to pay a chip? I was prepared to if I had to.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
if you want to pay a chip, then you can. What are you tagging?
I have one that I think works quite well for that. Just brash, but I go down on my shoulders.
All right, sure.
Because that was a really, really dumb thing to say. Or very brash, I guess is one way of putting it. It put it at 3, which I doubt it'll change much, but
It's like he actually lets it go at that because you got a 3 then. So he's perfectly fine with letting it go and going, all right, Connor. It's like Connor misspoke. Connor is, he's a little rough around the edges. So
yeah. It's
I'll get my stuff. He goes
Thank
back
you.
and goes, where's my med kit?
fuck. I can look around with him and help him try to find it, but I'm willing to bet anything that it got
Oh no, it's
stolen.
gone. It's
Oh, yeah.
gone. He starts freaking out because it had all the drugs in it.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Oh, shit. Holy shit, we've been robbed. It's like it just it's him.
Here is a chip for you because your place has the aspect of looted on it.
Oh, that sucks. The problem is...
You can pay it off and say, no, we find it,
I think this is more interesting. Because... Oh yeah, none of us know that Jeremy has toughness. Technically, he's not told any of us. We just know he can take a punch really good. God, that sounded fucked up. I'll take it, sure. Because I don't think he's probably got a moderate. I think he got a moderate from the lightning bolt, but we don't know that because we can't assess because we're not knowledge. That was a sentence I just said there. Certainly was. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, my brain's like jumbled today. So I misspeak more. I'm willing to bet there'll be more report rolls. No worries though. Anyway. Oh shit, we've been robbed. We need to find you a medkit. Oh shit. They don't just sell those, do they? Ah, fuck.
They stole your medical supplies?
I mean, they've
They've-
stolen a lot more.
It looks like they've stolen everything.
Uh,
If nothing else, I'm gonna tell Ian and start to help. At least get some clothes, because I don't think it's safe to stay here right now. I'll see if I can get you a place where it's safe.
Nods. So he packs a bag. It's around this time you start hearing a commotion along the side of the house.
uh-oh, later has arrived. Ashton will go check it out. What's going on as he looks down the hallway? Or I assume this is like a complex with the hallway.
You turn over and you see a guy wrestling with a snake that's attached at his neck.
I guess she was hungry. But you could start chastising the snake. Bad snake.
Done it
There
before.
is a folded pile of clothes on the ground next to you.
This is behaving. I trusted you. Ashton will go help the guy. So he's already been bitten?
Yes.
Yeah.
Manages to get the snake off, but
Oh yeah, she literally a like sister as in same species of snake
I mean,
to
sure.
Ashton? Or
So it's rattlesnake.
doesn't have to be. I was just wondering.
That shit
But-
hurts.
Oh yeah. That guy's gonna need anti-venom. Or he might die. So I have my sister and her head away from me.
She's just back. She's like, I got one for us.
But I said mice, a mouse. Why? Why'd you have to attack a guy?
They're so much better. You'll see.
No, I'm gonna take him to get anti-venom. Did you use your venom?
I mean, like, of course.
Of course.
they don't go down like that if you don't. Like, he's on the ground now, foaming at the mouth.
They're not. They're not for eating. Please.
I don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. They're totally for eating.
Where the hell's Annette? Didn't she teach you anything? This is bad. All right. So first off, no, we're not going to eat this guy. Second off, I'm going to go get a medical attention, and you please don't eat anyone. Just.
But I'm hungry.
I told you, you can eat mice at my place on the way back. Shit. All right. So. Let's see. I actually have an idea. Let's see. Do I? Shit. How does resources work? I actually haven't used it that much.
You
But-
decide that there's something you want to own, and then you roll resources.
Okay. So I would like to make a declaration that Ashton, being a do-gooder, but also concerned with self-defense, would have anti-venom stored at one of his places in case he had to bite an intruder, but didn't want to actually, kill him with the venom.
I mean, you don't need to make a roll with that. You can just pay a chip and say that. Or I mean, I suppose if you want to make a roll, that would be more. Is it something you wanted to have purchased, or is it something that you want to, like, make yourself?
I guess purchase.
All right, then it would be resources.
Okay.
Nope. That shit is expensive.
Let me. As an ally to Ian, Connor, etc., I would have had the access to it and say, Ian, could you maybe get me some anti-venom for this?
Okay, that puts you up at a 2, so you have a single dose left.
Okay.
What I'm actually going to say is that so yeah, you let Ian, like, milk you and do it. So you kind of did it on your own, but it's more like you are a snake. You have the venom. You have access to this guy, so you get it at a discount rate. You know?
Okay. That does make sense.
I mean, if you want to have a even bigger supply, another chip would do that. For you simply being a working class were snake.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Pay a chip for bigger.
That puts it up to 4, which means that's a super pass. Yeah, no, you have got a lucrative side business milking yourself.
All right.
And then you sell the venom to the people that make anti-venom, and they give you a few, like, vials gratis. Like,
All right. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, yes, Ashton will say, look, we'll go back to my place. There are some mice you can eat there. And while I'm there, I'm going to give this guy some anti-venom. No more biting. No biting him, anyways. You can bite the mice. I don't care. All right. Do we have a deal?
Alright.
We should come up with a name for her. I was looking up stuff. I don't know. Anyone have any ideas?
Puns.
I still like hissy.
Oh, that's mean. I see what you did there. Because the first pun that came to mind was anaconda. Anaconda.
Ha 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 ha.
It's almost like I've played in games with people who are really, really cheesy or something. I love it. But anyway, I just realized, does that mean you're going to put an unconscious body in the car?
Yep.
So, you guys come out.
Poor Ian.
And, you guys come out, and there is, Ashton trying to stuff a body in the car. And
Oh, fuck. Poor
Ian just
Ian.
looks and goes, what the, you know...
It's like, Mel, I'm in agreement. What the fuck? It's like I'll walk over to him and go, "The hell's going on?"
Well, I didn't bite him.
Okay, so she bit him. Oh yeah, he did introduce her as his sister.
Quick aside, out of character, I do have a suggestion for her name. I don't know. I'll see what you guys think of it. I looked up the article on snake worshipped, and there's a snake god that the Mayas worshipped called Kukulkan. So I was thinking we could shorten that to Cuckoo. or Kukula or something like that.
I mean, you have to get her. You can start calling her whatever you want. Like,
oh, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Are you saying she doesn't embrace the concept of names?
I mean, she might, you know.
Should ask her what she wants as a name. She'll probably be like, "I'm a snake."
Brandon, what does she want as a name?
Name? You're not gonna get any help there.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So Ian is going, what the?
In Hindu mythology, Vasuki is the king of Nagas. Vasuki sounds nice.
It doesn't
Manasa.
sound like a human name.
Huh? Say what?
Oh, it's not human.
Human name. Ashton. Is Ashton the name of some god or goddess?
No. I don't know.
This can be tackled later. Right now.
Yeah, Ian's freaking the fuck out, going, "Why is there an unconscious body?"
He was bitten by a rattlesnake. He needs anti-venom at my place. We gotta go now.
What? Okay, what? Alright. Fuck. What's a rattlesnake doing out here? Trying to find a meal?
Did she actually respond with saying trying to find him?
Yes.
Haha, you're so funny. Let's go. Don't ask questions.
Look less suspicious. Don't ask questions. Alright.
Alright, see, you manage, roll me scholarship.
Ashton?
Actually, no. You managed to get him anti-venom and drop him off at a hospital on the way back.
die, but he's gonna feel like shit for a few days.
You know, she's like, would have made enough. It's like, there goes another perfect meal. I'll get you in a bit, honey.
Yeah, because I think we're pretty much headed back to LeBlanc, but gotta swing up by your place and let her eat, basically.
Well, that's what. Yeah, well, you said we did like stop by my place, so I would have directed her to the hole in the wall where the mice family is. Say, don't eat all of them. I feed them to keep them at healthy numbers.
So you freaking
Right. Are you gonna leave her there to eat while you go and do other things, or?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing can go wrong. Yeah, let her hunt, right?
Well, yeah, because we're able to keep her under control while she's nearby so well.
You have a point.
But yeah, we need to go help
What'd you say, Steph?
Jeremy now.
So yeah, we'll head on back.
Sure. All right, you're heading on back. Meanwhile, once Steph gets back in the room, we can have her scene.
Yay! Sorry, that took so long.
Okay.
If Steph's mad at anyone, she can be mad at us.
I has returned with liquids.
All right, so you are making your way up towards.
I'm gonna go see if Regina's around first.
Regina is around. She's kind of sitting in her room, and she's like, "What's going on?"
Jeremy's back.
She nods.
He's kind of unconscious after having been hit by lightning.
What?
Ashton found him. He said some person in black robes attacked Jeremy.
Jeremy was attacked. You hear a voice from behind you.
The boys want to go get Ian to check him out.
Where is he?
Downstairs.
Trixie rushes downstairs. She kind of stops at the door.
I guess I'll just kind of shrug at Regina and follow after her.
Regina kind of just like, this is my life. Slowly moves. Stairs. There.
It'll be fine.
No, he said it was gonna die in this. Then he gets attacked and she's flipping out.
Trixie, it's gonna be okay. He's here now.
It's not gonna be okay. Look, you see the.
Connor's bringing a doctor back.
He needs to be a damn good doctor. I don't want just some, like, stupid. Just doesn't finish that sentence.
We're not getting him a crackpot. We're getting him a good doctor.
All right. A few moments later, Ian and everyone else shows up. Ian gets brought in, and he's like, "How the hell? What happened?" She's like, "Just shut up and fix him." Like, Trixie goes to Ian, grabs him by the scrubs, and just starts shaking him.
Trixie, I understand that you're upset. We need to let Ian check him out.
But this is the same jerk who passed out on our floor several days ago,
That was something else.
He's just like, okay, all right, I'm gonna... Connor, are you gonna try to get Trixie off of Ian?
Yep. I don't know if I need to roll something for that, but it's like...
No.
I'm sorry?
Nope.
Okay. That's what I thought you said, but it cut out for a second.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll go up to her and say, "Look, Trixie, I know that you're going through exactly the same hell I went through the past few days. But if you don't let Ian go check him out, he's the best damn doctor I know. He's someone I just respect."
Not even a doctor, he's a nurse.
I know. He's the best damn nurse I know.
He's like, hey, nurses do all of the practical procedures. Doctors are just trumped up fucks. She kind of glares at him.
I like Ian even more. Because he's not wrong. It's like, semantics. I know, you are the best damn nurse I know.
Damn straight. Now, what the hell happened here, and why does it look like, I don't know, someone, like, struck him in the chest with a lightning bolt?
How high is this knowledge again? Because holy shit, that's astute.
I mean, that would be impossible because it's not storming outside.
Right. Which is why I want to know. I mean, you could have a Tesla generator somewhere. Did one of you guys build a Tesla coil and, like, he decided to get too close to play with it? And it decided to ground out in the middle of his goddamn chest?
We don't know what happened. Ashton found him.
He walks over and puts his fingers on his neck, goes, he's alive. He shouldn't be. He should be dead.
Yeah. I mean, human body can't handle... You've told me this and I can't remember it.
It's fine. Look, I'll do what I can, but, like, I don't got any of my stuff.
I'll see if I can scrounge up something. Just, can you give me a vague idea of what you need?
Regina says that she knows where she has a first aid kit. That's the best they're going to get, and so she's, she'll go.
She's a lifesaver. Because I would have basically had to start breaking into a pharmacy or something that had no power. I'd leave money on the counter, but I'd feel bad about
At
it.
this point, you hear a voice from the door going, am I interrupting something? A man with several bodyguards stands in the doorway.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Patricia. I am surprised that I don't see many of your people around, but I guess they are working on other projects. He says to Patricia, and she kind of just like bites her lip a little bit. I'm gonna go upstairs. Trixie walks away.
Okay.
Richard looks. That is very. Richard confirms. Well, that was very unlike her. Is everything all right?
No, she's upset and not feeling like herself right now.
Why is she upset, if I might ask?
I gesture to Jeremy.
Ah, who is the boy?
Independent contractor.
And she is upset about him because
She likes him.
Young love. Well, hopefully he's in good hands. You have the talented Mr. Khan here, I see. And Ian kind of looks up and goes like, holy shit, I know that's Richard Mallon. Richard Mallon knows my last name. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm going to go in there and, like, close the door.
Fair enough. Yeah, that must have been a charge for him.
Yeah. But he does shoot you a dirty look, Connor, before he goes in there.
What'd I do to him?
No, Ian shoots you a dirty look.
Because he doesn't fully know what's going on.
Yes, and Richard Mallon is a mob boss.
Yeah! I forgot that part. He's someone you don't want to cross.
Oops.
Yeah. Richard Mallon is half respectable businessman, half leader of, crime syndicates in Las Vegas. And so he's like, I thought you said there wasn't any, criminal activity. And then a mob boss walks in, and not only walks in, knows my name.
Get it from me. Like,
No, he got it from being really good at his job. And
exactly. It's like, I didn't tell him anything. I know who Richard Mallon is.
To be fair, you were in a fight in his casino. So, in all honesty, he likely met Ian during that fight.
Oh, so Ian... Okay, not that it matters at the moment, because Ian's mind is all jumbled. But... interesting. Alright.
Ian is going to excuse himself momentarily from this.
Poor Ian. We have to solve whatever the hell his brain.
Rita comes back and she's like, she hands some stuff to be delivered into Ian and turns to Mr. Mallon and his men and goes, so what do I owe the pleasure of your visit, Mr. Mallon? I'm here to discuss the recent acquisitions we've made and how they are planned on being divvied up. Regina kind of looks at Elizabeth.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You keep, cutting out.
I am... I'll move the mic closer. I'm sorry. So, Richard walks in. He's like, I am here to discuss the acquisitions we have jointly made and how the spoils will be divided. And Regina looks at Elizabeth. Was that better?
Yes. We're going to be scheduling a meeting with everyone so that we can discuss the acquisitions.
Who is everyone?
Well, the Blancs, yourself, the Drapers.
He bites his lip a little. The Reds. Ah, yeah.
Ashton will speak up. Say that Candace and Leonard are also interested.
Who are Candace and Leonard?
Children of Magnus.
Oh, that Candace and Leonard. His only son and his prodigal daughter.
Yep, the same.
When is this meeting to be scheduled?
This evening, if your schedule allows.
I can be here. I'm already here. I would prefer faster rather than slower, though. If it could happen before, that would be most beneficial.
We understand. We will reach out to the others and see if time allows for them to come by.
By others, you mean Victor?
Elizabeth, immediately tenses and then realizes who he's talking about and seems to relax. Or Liliana.
One second. You did a thing, so I get to do a thing.
Hmm.
Oh, shit. And then all of a sudden he appears in front of us and we're all fucked. No, this Victor's a good guy. I think. I don't know, actually. Would you class Victor as a good guy or not?
All right. He doesn't seem like he was paying attention to you when you did your little seizing up about Victor. Very well, make it happen. So, as soon as he arrives or a agent of his, we can open discussions.
Connor, could you reach out to the Drapers?
Sure thing.
And Ashton, I assume that you can get in touch with Candace.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff I'm using. What else we have? So I know Sirona.
I don't think she is that interested in the casino. Oh wait, no, she is. Shit.
I'm going to pull Jeremy's phone out of his pocket.
Oh yeah, it's fried.
And then I'm going to look at Virginia. Okay, how do we reach out to Sirona then?
Richard goes, "Who is this Sirona?"
A demigoddess.
His eyes go wide. A what?
A demigoddess. Are you unfamiliar with the concept?
No, I am. I'm just was not expecting you to say that. At which point there is a voice from the doorway that goes, "Oh, I believe I am much more than just a demi."
My apologies.
Accepted. So. We're here to discuss the division of things.
Yes. Would you like to see Jeremy before the others arrive?
I believe everything on that end is yes. So, at this point, Connor, you have gotten through to Victor Draper. Goes, "Hello."
Hey, it's Connor.
Connor, I have not been able to thank you so much for helping me deal with those puntos who had taken my wife. You are a good man. If you ever need someone to back you, I've got your back.
That's good to know, man. I mean, sir.
Good.
I don't want to piss him off.
You saved my wife, you can call me man.
Alright. Well,
Only in private.
fair enough. That's fair enough.
So why are you calling? Do you need a favor or something?
It looks like they want to start discussing the division of,
They? Who's they?
by they I mean, like, Richard Mallon. Seems like he's trying to start the conversation about who gets what, in particular. So you may want to have someone come over here or come over yourself.
It's kind of bright outside. What are they actually trying to decide upon?
I think it's... Oh shit, is the sun already out? Yes, it is, that's right. That's actually a good question. All I know is it sounds like with what was gained in the fight. Because...
Go ask.
All right, I'll go do that, and
All
I'll
right.
go ask entirely and ask them to clarify exactly what's being discussed.
So Richard goes, there are 4 main topics to discuss. The first would be the casino itself, the Alabaster. While it technically has current owners, that is now somewhat more of a fluid arrangement. Second is how the city itself will operate and who will take lead and control on that. Third is the entity that is below the casino and what will be done with that. And finally, the various other properties that are not necessarily the casino but could be of use or value.
All right, I will relay that to screen to Victor as best I can. Just
So Victor kind of goes, oh, so only one thing that's truly worth, so only one thing that's truly interesting.
you mean the thing that was down there, whatever the hell
Oh
it
no,
was?
fuck that! I don't want to have anything to deal with that thing. I've got enough of my demons to deal with on my own without struggling with whatever the hell that was.
Glad we're in agreement. That thing. Ugh.
If no one else wants to take it on, I'll be willing to take it on. I have problems with it, but I'm not jumping at. Hello, Steph.
Hello?
Hello.
I heard a thing happen, so.
Me too. When I wasn't looking at it, I was looking at the roll 20.
Alright, I can hear you now.
Ah,
I'm
that could
sorry.
be a problem. Okay. So yeah,
So he basically says that he's he's willing to deal with the demon so long as he's well compensated for it. But other than that, he has no interest or designs upon it.
all right. Then this thing he truly finds interesting.
He's not interested in running or controlling the city at all. So long as whoever is in charge, Richard or Regina, is willing to let him operate. He's willing to, completely back out of that. And he doesn't really care about running a casino. While it would be nice to own, it would just be another bargaining chip. The only real thing that he would be interested in is the various clubs. He'd want those. Saying very specifically that Malin himself is absolutely sucks at running the clubs he already has. And he only hates to see the property going to waste with such poor management.
Dude, he's got guys here. I don't want to get shot.
You don't have to say it. I'll say it to his face if you want me to. Just, as long as they all agree they're not running me out of town or anything, I don't feel I need to be there. I'm still tending to make sure my wife is okay. She had, she's been through quite a lot with...
Yeah. I hope she is okay after that. Like, I really do.
All the clubs and at least one hotel. I'd like to have one hotel. I know Malin likes having all of the hotels and stuff, but I'd like at least one for me to try out. Hey, probably run it like shit. Then he gets to tell me how terrible I am at running a hotel. So I can tell him how shitty he is at running a club. It'll be great. We'll do it over nighttime golf or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that actually is a thing now.
So can I trust you to represent me in this argument, Mr. Clemens?
Sure.
Great.
So you're interested in clubs and maybe a single hotel. Or a single hotel.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get back to the important things. And with that, he hangs up.
Absolutely fair enough. I genuinely like Victor, by the way. He's fun.
I mean, he's one of the people who quite literally stood up to Magnus and told him to fuck off.
You really did.
And then it's like what do you do? It's like, oh, in the assault, he's down there rescuing his wife, pulls out a gun and just starts unloading a clip into him. Does nothing. What's he do? He reloads. I don't care if it's not doing anything to you. Fuck you.
It makes me feel
That was
better.
apparently a bad batch of bullets.
I mean,
And the solution to that problem is a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun.
Just use more.
gun to meet you.
So, he is Victor Draper is off taking care of Liana because quite literally he doesn't have the time or energy to fuck with this, huge powder keg, and he'll let you all do that. He's like, this is what I want. Get me that and I'm fine with everything else. It's not the best negotiating strategy, but it is the one he's planning on employing, which is just brutal honesty. This is the truth.
kind of respect that.
Yeah. Here's my offer on the table, take it or leave it. I want nothing but this. You guys can fight over everything else that I think you're actually gonna have importance because quite literally the things were 3 individual items and then one item that's basically everything else, and the only thing he really wants is in the everything else. It's like, yeah, you really care about that category.
Mm-hmm. He ain't stupid. A little crazy, yes, but not stupid. And can I say that? And Malin's not stupid either.
No, he's not. Neither is Regina or Serana. You've got 3 not stupid people.
And now we're going to add in Leonard, potentially, who is pretty smart, actually.
So, shifting over to Ashton.
Yep.
You you're able to put a call in, and the male voice picks up the phone. Candace's phone.
Is it? Wait, sorry, did you say mailbox?
A male voice
Oh, okay.
picks up the phone. Says Candace's phone.
This is Ashton. Who am I speaking to?
Ashton, you don't recognize the voice? I take very pains to make it distinctive. Suppose you are straight. Anyway, it's Leonard.
Ah. Okay, so I have news about the meeting, and you're welcome to attend. And
Excellent. When and where?
it's tonight. I don't remember. Is it being held at LeBlanc's? I didn't catch that. Out of character.
It's being held right now at LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's here and now. Like,
Okay, here and now.
because that's not quite the level of warning that I was hoping for. It almost seems like this could be seen as an attempt to say, I don't know, get me to be unable to attend.
I'll make sure nothing's decided before you get here.
Very well. I'll trust you to speak about this in my instead. The sister sends her regards, but she's a little busy at the moment. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, see you in a bit.
All
Actually, I'll
right.
go ahead and hang up.
So yeah. Regina brings out a table, has a seat for Sirona, has a seat for Richard, has a seat for Leonard. She puts Richard and Sirona across from each other, and she will be sitting across from Leonard. There's a seat for actually no. Richard, so she's sitting. It's sort of a star pattern that she makes around this table. She's sitting at one point. Then next to her is Richard, and then on the other side is a seat ostensibly for Victor. And then she seats Sirona on the other side of Richard Mallon, and there's another seat for Leonard open after that. So basically, she's got 3 of them sitting down, and there's 2 empty seats.
Okay.
When both you and Connor come back in.
So Victor has basically appointed me his proxy for this.
You know, Richard kind of looks at you curious. He's like, you're working with Mr. Draper.
I think he trusts me. So
Roll me empathy. You in particular, but anyone who wants to get a read on this can roll empathy.
Oh, I know that my empathy is really good. I don't have any, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, I have a 2. Holy fuck. Holy fuck!
Wow.
8 and a -4. You have both sides of the spectrum right there. Holy shit. I'm tempted to re-roll that. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm not rolling. You guys have fun with that.
Do I have any aspects that apply? I don't know if that would work. Could I argue friends with the Cornells and Mallons?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that for a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
That is a much better roll.
Okay, so I can stop typing this out to just Steph, and I'll tell. You both get the sense that Richard is not pleased that you are acting as Draper's sort of, shall we say, representative here. It kind of looks like he's a little like wounded personally, that maybe he I don't know, liked you and was thinking that you were going to be part of his sort of little group, and to see you working with someone else is shall we say concerning to him.
It's like, I haven't picked sides yet, dude.
Yes, but like
He doesn't know that.
no, he doesn't know that.
Excuse me. You're all on my side.
Yes. Yes.
That is the best attitude.
Ignore the fact that you're about to have a council of royalty sitting around here trying to distribute the spoils. Yes, we're all on the same side. Regina, you can keep saying that, but mine.
I'm glad I took notes on that conversation so I don't forget.
I'm sure that Mr. Draper is tending to his wife after the events of what happened.
He nods. That is understandable, and I suppose he's an easy proxy. Not one to back down, and has a good head on his shoulders. At least he has good taste, I suppose, of the man.
Why do I think he rolled empathy on me and found out an aspect that scares me?
People can just guess aspects. Anyway,
True.
Like, I'm pretty sure Leonard has the aspect of giant douchebag.
no, it's more the actor that portrays him has that,
Yeah.
He's typecast as a giant. Even when he's ostensibly a good character, he's a giant douchebag.
The actor himself is actually a really good
Oh
actor.
no, the actor himself is really nice, but like he always plays the giant douche.
Yes, he does.
No, because even in the Vampire Diaries, where he basically sacrifices his life for the main character, it's like, still kind of a douchebag.
He really does. Or he really is. I think he just enjoys those roles for some reason.
I mean, everyone's seen him do those roles, so now they only cast him in those roles. Anyway,
Poor bastard. Please
so
get rid of
so eventually Leonard shows up, walks in, like nods to everyone, takes his chair, flips it around, sits in it the other way, just kind of crosses his arms, over it. Serana looks at him, immediately stands up and does the same thing.
Children.
Oh god, we have two of them. Alright then.
So he looks at Regina and goes, "Who's this, sister? Another distant family relation come to pick over the corpse of our father, and of Daddy Dearest?" Verona's eyes kind of narrow. She's like, "I am not of your lineage." Oh, you look like it. Regina goes, "Please, this is not productive. We are here to discuss how everything will be divided between us." Leonard simply goes, "Well, it's quite simple. I it's like, I understand that you two," he sort of gestures between Richard and Regina. "You two have your little sights set on ruling or controlling Las Vegas. Maybe you two too," as he points at Serana. "But I know that but that seems like a very fool's errand. All I want is my birthright, and I'll be willing to bygones be bygones. You can have the city. All I want is what is rightfully mine."
I don't know what to say to that, because Victor does not give a shit about any of that, so...
Oh.
I'm guessing. Steph, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Sorry.
The audio cut again.
I'm cutting out again?
Yeah.
No, I'm not hearing it.
No, you're fine.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm trying a new setup. It might not be working.
I'm pretty sure that it's me and it's my internet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next game I might try with Yuhan on this laptop because it gets the 5G connection, so that should be better.
All right, you guys don't have Ethernet cables, do you?
I'm on the 5G.
You're on the 5G?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, fine. Your computer's better than mine. All right. Anyway, so, did you hear what Leonard wanted?
No, I didn't.
He said,
I'm guessing based on what he said last week, he wants the alabaster.
yes. He said he wants his birthright, and he doesn't care about the city, and he did not mention the entity demon at all.
I'm curious if he's aware of it. Because I'm already thinking I'd say something like, what Victor told me, that seems in line with his plans. He's fine with that.
So Richard kind of looks at you and goes, "What did Mr. Draper tell you to relay?" Leonard's eyes widen and he goes, "You're sitting in for Victor Draper?"
I'm as surprised as you are, honestly. But yeah, apparently I am.
Oh, what does the bastard want?
He doesn't want the alabaster. And he said he doesn't care about the city. As for...
It's not important. As you say, as for, you notice Regina, Serona, and Richard eyeing you very, very hard.
As for the smaller things, because I see
They
them immediately.
as you say smaller things, they all kind of look at him, and it's kind of it's like you see Richard very subtly give you a nod, like yes.
Okay. But he doesn't know we'll hurt him, and we'll discuss that later. That's what I'm getting. Because it's like these are three really scary people, and they immediately go and start staring at me. It's like, ah. But as for the smaller things, he said he's interested in the clubs and a single hotel, and being allowed
Absolutely not. Those are all mine, says Leonard. Regina and Richard seem to tense at this. Even Serona seems not 100% pleased. She's like, all yours? He's like, yes. My birthright. I am, after all, my father's son.
Well,
Only fitting that I overtake his kingdom.
the inheritance of birthright only comes into play when the individual in question is deceased, which Magnus is not.
He's like, you didn't kill him? You drove him from power, but you didn't kill him.
It's like,
No, he
I'd
willingly.
also like to point out the fact that you were not there assisting us when we went after him.
Just kind of, so as he goes, he's like, I had other things to do. Besides, you wouldn't even have gotten to that point if it wasn't for me.
I did not say that you were not of assistance. If we felt that way, you would not be here.
Roll me rapport.
I'm glad I shut my mouth. Because I probably would have put my foot straight in my mouth. Let's not do that.
Okay. That does not come... All right. Unless you want it to come off mean, that does not have to come off as mean as it kind of came off. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm gonna throw a chip on tag Sweet Talking Sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Bump that up by 2.
I said it was already a successful roll.
I know.
Oh, okay.
More successful.
More successful. Connor, that's a chip you spent, right? I'm getting rid of it. All right, so.
Yep.
See, he's like. There. Serona kind of goes, "Isn't she your sister?" Richard Mallon nods. "Yes, I believe she is." He goes, "What of it?" It's like, well, any birthright you have, she shares. Leonard kind of bites his lip. He's like, I have not been away in the fucking Big Easy for the past decade or so. I have been here. Vegas is my home. The Alabaster is my home. I will not see it taken from me, nor any of the other places that I have actually put my blood, sweat, and tears into. Not because the prodigal daughter has returned. Regina is still being very quiet and seems to be letting Elizabeth, kind of just work for this.
It hasn't been a decade.
Close to it since she left. Perhaps she didn't go immediately there, but she has not been home in over 10 years.
And aside from being one of Magnus's many offspring, what makes you think that you're qualified to run a club, hotel?
I've grown up in one. I grew up managing it, watching how father did things. Even when I was cast aside, I kept my finger on the pulse, so to say, with my darling sister. Richard kind of holds up his hands like, that is something else that should be brought up. We had a few, as I understand it, there were a few, things that we had, planned on doing. The first, I believe we were, you had a plan to take out, the high rollers. And that was mostly done, and next I believe you were targeting, his hotel chain, which, well, for the most part, with how all of this happened, it definitely has taken a severe hit, but they still stand, which is good. But I do think that there was one thing on your list that you forgot about. Hint, hint, I just revealed the old targets list.
You know what's sad is I had them all written down.
Hmm.
And do you think your sisters will listen to you?
Probably more than Regina. I will have Candace by my side, willing to work with me and work for them. After all, we've been here. We've been through thick and thin. We didn't run away to play nice with cousins. Regina kind of looks to Elizabeth as if to be as sort of as a do you mind if I speak?
Elizabeth's just gonna kind of walk around the table and, kind of give her like a slight nod, like, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. She turns to Leonard and goes, "Brother, don't call me that. No, it's true. You are my brother. I have not been here for you. But it was always my plan to come back for you, for our sisters, for the city, to help take it out from under Father's thumb. With the help of these people here, it has been accomplished. I understand that you are concerned that something you have worked very hard on might be snatched away from you, and I will tell you that is in no way my intention. I propose this. I propose that you and I share the alabaster. Goes, share? What do you mean? It's like, it's big enough for both of us. Perhaps you are right, and you'll even be the better one at managing it. I can run hospitality, other things like that, and you can run the casino, and we'll discuss that amongst ourselves, not amongst these outsiders. As she kind of looks around the room and gives a sort of, like, glance at, like, the, Serona and Richard and Alan. He kind of nods and he's like, "Well, what about the other buildings?" And he's like, it's like, Father owns more than enough organizations for all of us to share them equally. More organizations than any one of us could ever hope to run effectively on our own, without the level of bureaucracy that he and our siblings will have in place. If we are hoping to in any way wrest control of them away from our siblings, we will need to be united, not just within ourselves as family, but outside as well. As she sort of gestures to Richard and Regina and Connor. Perhaps we let you pick one out of the group. Your favorite, and it can be yours to own. as I understand it, you have several establishments that you do not frequent at all. I don't think you'd be best for those ones, do you? And he goes, once the proper adjustments would be put in place, I would of course be able to frequent them. And she held up her fingers, yes, but until then you would need someone else overseeing them. So someone who can make sure that none of our siblings are still worming their way in. How about we agree to one for now? And perhaps we can discuss a payment owed to you by the other establishments. He kind of bites his lip for a little bit, kind of nods, and he's like, I think that can be arranged, agreeable if the other two here are able to agree as such. Serena kind of shrugs. She's like, I don't care, really. Richard's like, you can take one. There is a bounty to be had, and you played a role in it. Then its acquisition. Then you are deserving of it. Nods. And Serena goes. Sorry, Regina goes. So is that amenable? Leonard nods again. She goes, excellent. So, how about you go look over which ones you will want and come back to me with the plan you have for the casino, and we can discuss it in private while I entertain my guests. Leonard nods, kind of stands up, and he's like, there's really nothing else to discuss. And she goes, well, as you said, you are not interested in the running of the city, and your time is very valuable, brother. I would hate to keep you here when you can go out and choose whatever you will. Kind of looks around for a bit. No tricks. She's like, no tricks. No nothing. All I'm doing here is offering you exactly what you want. Regina kind of, so Leonard kind of stands up, and he's like, very well. Elizabeth, dear, would you please see Leonard out so that we can discuss things that are, let's say, beneath his notice, beneath his interest, like the petty business of politics. Yeah, right. Steph?
Out of character, is this Regina asking me to kill a bitch?
Roll empathy.
Just to think about it.
I mean, huh?
I mean, she didn't use any code words. Like, she didn't tell you to take care of him or anything. She more like just said, please escort him out. While we discuss...
That's just me projecting onto the situation. Got it.
I mean, it's the face. You just really want to kill him. Also, he's kind of a prick.
Yeah, I will lead Leonard out All smiles. Customer service face.
Leonard leaves, gets in his car, and drives off.
And then come back.
Fuck. It's like, how the hell do these guys sit at these seats all the time? Just holy shit.
So Richard goes, well, now that he's out, I suppose true discussion can begin. And you can see, just from the tone of Richard's voice, that he didn't really, respect Leonard all that much. Oh, you don't even know what we're here talking about. Got it. I'm so glad no one, accidentally said, but what about the giant monster thing underneath the casino? Because now we just don't have to tell you.
Yeah, he has no idea.
No, he doesn't.
I'm glad I got that warning real quick.
Yeah, no. That was the word. That was the first major test. If anyone mentioned the thing, Leonard would have had something else he wanted.
Yep.
Nope.
That's yeah. Okay, I can give you Victor's terms on that.
So he looks and goes, I'm guessing he wants it for himself.
Not interested, he said.
Richard kind of looks at you and goes, not interested.
He said he'll take care of it if you pay him well, but otherwise he's not interested.
Sharona goes, yes, a mercenary is exactly the type of person that we want to hand that over to. Richard kind of goes, for once I find myself agreeing with the other blonde over here. Seems exactly the wrong type of attitude to have for a creature like that.
He's scary enough as it is what you're all saying. Yeah. I respect him. He's still scary. But yeah. So, yeah. It has nothing to do with the crazy shit.
Regina says, I too am not fully interested in controlling it. I have a belief that it is likely tied to my father's unique abilities, but other than that I don't know much more. I'm very hesitant about it falling into the wrong hands, and while I'm not certain that Mr. Draper is the wrong hands, if he's not interested, then it's highly likely that he's not the right one.
You know what it is?
What'd you say, Steph?
Do we know what it is?
Regina shakes her head. It's like, I don't know what it is. And Richard goes, my wife is currently investigating what it is. Sharona goes, it's dangerous. That's all we need to know. It's dangerous and requires someone with a lot of power to be able to control it. And when I say power, I'm not talking about the ability to have someone whacked in the street or suck the soul from someone's body. I'm talking true divine power.
So we have no clue what it is, just that it's powerful and
Ashton, are you still there?
Yes.
Do you remember what Jeremy said to you before he got hit by lightning?
Travis does not recall.
He said something about it being a god machine, and Serona knows what it is.
Oh. That's right. Connor would have no clue. Just that it's fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't punch it.
Well, did you punch it hard enough?
I can't. Actually, he might be able to jump that high. Never mind.
Just don't look at it. So wait. Jeremy literally called it a god machine. Judging by the way that conversation was going, I'm not entirely sure if Ashton would have, like, I don't know. It would depend on the context, but he might have written that off as, Jeremy rambling, as he tends to do at times.
What was the question again?
I'm just thinking aloud.
Okay.
Because, like I said, Ashton might have written that off as Jeremy rambling.
Also
mean-
food for thought.
He also sent a text message that I'm assuming Elizabeth has probably seen that mentioned it being a god machine or something, and how he's gonna die. Like, unless Elizabeth, did you not check Trixie's phone?
I thought she like shoved it in our face, going like, "Taylor, help me."
Because no one was with Trixie when she got it.
True.
Yes, but you've been with her since, so you could have easily looked at what message he sent.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, it said something about, the god machine thing, and said the thing is a god, the thing down there is a god or god machine. I forget exactly what he said, but Serona wants it,
But what adds more validity to his claims is someone immediately silenced him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thinking. I don't know if that helps anyone. Because Connor doesn't know this shit.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, so we might want to speak up. Not sure, it might cause trouble, but saying nothing might cause more trouble.
I mean, Jeremy told Trixie that he seems to know what it is.
Serona looks at you and goes, "Did he now? And what exactly did he say that it was?" At which point Richard goes, "Who's Jeremy?" Those are the two responses they have.
What did he say and who's that?
He called it a god machine.
And you believed him in his crazy ramblings?
I believe the fact that after he shared this information, he was attacked.
I suppose that is true. But where do you think he got that information from?
My money would be on you.
Ah. That might be a good bet. Except one thing. I'm not the one who attacked him, am I?
No, I don't think you were.
Indeed.
Because why would you tell him something only to attempt to kill him right after?
So you think someone else who apparently knew what I supposedly know went after to silence him, but how would they know that he knew? Unless he, I don't know, was telling someone else. Or do you think that perhaps Trixie would, she's like, I would never do something like that from the stairs. Welcome back. I thought you had left. Kind of stands up from her hiding spot and kind of crosses her arm and moves down to be with the power, be the third in the power trio of Elizabeth and Regina.
But he was telling people.
A fact I now know. So, who did he tell other than her? Did he tell her in person? Something that could be easily overheard? Or did he use something more secure, like, say, I don't know, a letter or a text message?
I don't believe text messages are very secure.
No, but they are very secure in, say, anyone who could, say, conjure up a bolt of lightning and shoot it at someone, then they're the most secure. Their technology, anyone with that much magical power, should have a very difficult time dealing with such finicky things as hacking a cell phone. So far, all we have here to believe that he understood would be me sending someone after him for him apparently confiding this information in other people, or someone who just happened to know it without him sharing it to anyone but his erstwhile girlfriend.
Well, when we find out who attacked Jeremy, that will be a question for them.
I suppose it would. But that will be way after we discuss here, and if his ramblings have any importance, is there anyone else that you think he could have told, which could have resulted in this being the reason he was silenced?
Ashton?
No, I don't think so.
You were with him when he was attacked. What were you talking about?
Well, we were.
You need to roll deceit now.
Uh-oh.
Ashton is best sneaky snick.
Am I?
You got one higher than I thought you would.
Maybe
so yeah.
I'm a slippery little snake. I'll just buff that to a 3.
3. It's a good target for Run to have to beat, but let me look.
I don't care.
He is actually rolling on this.
If we didn't have a social nuker, yes, it would be. Oh, fucking hell.
Well, we were just walking down the street, and suddenly that guy, a guy in dark robes zapped him and disappeared into thin air. Happened really fast.
All right. So, You can tell Serena isn't 100% buying it, but you can't put your foot on it. And Lizzie, you know he's lying out his ass.
Yeah. I suppose there is always the possibility that the clingy brunette is the one that attacked him.
Lena was with me at the time it happened. I was making sure she was pleasantly distracted. But still, this is not of the point. As you said, there is nothing to say that anything but a very dangerous and horrible entity, which is best to be held with someone with the power of a goddess.
And why do we think that?
I'm sorry. Would you like to deal with something, an ancient evil, perhaps? Or maybe a lost god, a mad god, to worm its way into your head and steal your control? What about you, Mr. Malin? Do you wish to take up that mantle?
Lizzie just kind of gives her this grin, and it's like, I already do that every day.
Yes, and I'm sure adding a second one onto that won't cause any further problem. I mean, after all, it's just as easy to wrestle with one person as it is with two. There's no such thing as about being outnumbered at all. That's a myth. Richard kind of nods and goes, well, I do know and I trust my wife, and she's looking into it. I believe she would be able to control it. She goes, yes, your wife. She might be able to control it. I believe she is a very talented magus, if I am correct, Richard, Mr. Malin. But in controlling it, will she be the same, or will it change her? Will it put her life in jeopardy? How would it be, Mr. Malin, to lose the mother of your child? See, Richard kind of tenses at that, like she just hit a really big sore spot.
No, instead we should just hand you immeasurable power.
Well, I already have immeasurable power. Do you know what infinity plus infinity is?
If you were really that powerful, you wouldn't have needed to strike the deal with Trixie.
No, but now I have struck the deal. And I hold her power. Trixie kind of goes there. So Richard kind of looks at her and goes, and looks back at Trixie and looks back at her. It's like, so you can summon the dead? Yes. What a thought. Think you may feel called protected here with your men, Mr. Malin, but I assure you an army of undead is waiting just beyond the very air you surrounds you, waiting to drag you into the abyss of hell. You can see Trixie's just, getting really, really upset hearing that and just kind of crossing her arms and gritting her teeth. Welcome back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Perhaps if this god machine is so important to you, you'll consider a trade.
A trade, huh? What is this trade?
Return her powers to Trixie. And we will not stand in your way of the God Machine.
Serona kind of smile goes, we haven't even established that it is a God machine or what a God machine is. You have the ramblings of a crazy man.
But sometimes there is truth in madness.
Sometimes, but there's also a lot of madness in madness. Regina kind of goes, actually, I'm not sure we should just hand it over no matter what it is. Either way, if it's nothing that but a huge burden or pain that's going to try to devour our mind, then letting it corrupt Serona solely is not seeming like it's the best option. Nor if it's a powerful entity that will grant unknowable, unmeasurable power, like a god machine or whatever the hell it is, then giving it all to one person still seems like a less than desirable trait. Richard kind of nods, although he's looking very concerned and starts pulling out a phone and starts texting on it. Everyone still here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you still
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
I can't think of like a counter to that because that's actually really sensible.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't get a great sleep yesterday, so I'm kind of fading.
I understand. I'm not. I'm planning. I just want to get through the fucking discussion here, and then wrap it up. Serona kind of rolls her eyes, and she's like, "Very well. I have a counter offer to make. Also." Regina kind of looks at her, goes, "And what's that?" Well, I hold something that you want very badly. Not you. You. She points up at Trixie. Kind of crosses her arms a bit. Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I heard you.
No,
So,
Steph
yeah.
is down here.
Oh.
Anything on this?
Okay, come over here. Alright. Will you close the door? Alright, so. Trixie kind of points up at Trixie.
Trixie points at Trixie.
Serona points up at Trixie. Shut up, peanut gallery. You're allowed to speak, I'm sorry. Stop picking on me.
I was
Alright.
picking on you. I was asking for
Alright, fine. Alright. So, Serena points up at Trixie. He goes, I currently hold something that you desperately want. And she, she's like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I hold the life of the man you love. You see all the color just drain out of Trixie's face. She's like, What do you mean? I go, do you think it's normal for a person to survive getting hit by a bolt of lightning? A bolt of lightning that I'll remind you that was used to disrupt Magnus Coronado not but hours earlier. Jeremy is a strong man, but that is not the level of his durability. No, that is my power. That currently is the only thing keeping him alive. After all, for all I can see is, even if I did tell something, he has broken that word and told at least you, maybe others, about it. Elizabeth saying anything?
Nope, not right now. We're monologuing.
So Regina kind of goes, what is the meaning of this? He goes, I have very little use for an agent who doesn't wish to be an agent. They're more pain than they're worth. And it would be so much simpler for me to just let him die. Right here and right now. I am keeping him alive for the time being. What I want is an oath sworn by all of you here. You shall not attempt to keep me from what I desire. Richard goes, and what is that? The ritual site, and the thing housed within it. It's what I wish. It's what I want. You want to share it? Perhaps. The lion's share goes to me. Because if it's power, then I want it. And if it's corruption, well, I can't very well let that get out. So either way, it's mine. Or you can attempt to take it from me. But Jeremy, poor Jeremy in there, being tended to by the lovely paramedic boy that Connor so desperately loves, Jeremy takes a turn for the worse. As the only thing holding him here snaps her fingers. And you can see Trixie is just shaking at this.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So, I think it's safest if those of a divine nature hold it.
I think that whatever it is better watched, better controlled, and better used in my hands than yours. If you want power meted out to you, I'm willing to discuss that. I'm willing to make deals. I'm even willing to be more than reasonable. I could have killed Jeremy before even coming here. I need not even save him. He's someone you have grown fond of. I am not seeking to create that level of animosity.
I am trying to weigh the option. We've discussed that one person that might be them.
That's what you think. And you can be rest assured that I will have other people to this.
I propose when Trixie watches.
Richard kind of goes, my wife may have an interest in it also. And Rena goes, I'm not very keen on being cut out either, or putting Trixie in the line of fire. And Trixi's like, I'll do it. It's kind of like, I'm not scared. Oh, little girl, little girl.
But Sorona's whole reasoning behind why she should have it.
No, my whole reasoning behind why I should have it is I want it.
Yes, the reasoning you gave for why you should have it
is that I hold more power than you. I'm stronger than anyone here at this table, and if it came to blows, I would win. I'm simply cutting out the unnecessary fight, just getting to the inevitable conclusion that I get what I want. Or do I need to engage in fisticuffs?
We say we're strong, and I do not disagree with that. But I am only aware of being strong in strength and body. Perhaps what is also necessary.
Make me. You're gonna need to make a roll.
Okay, by rolling.
I have no fucking clue. Because this is like. Give me a skill to roll. What do you think it should be?
Rapport modified by deceit.
Sure.
I could see that. Even intimidate could be added into that. Good lord, that. Damn.
Was Connor just saying something?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
He
I
said
forgot
that he
my
can
mic
totally
was.
see. He was backing your call that it's rapport modified by deceit.
So my rapport is a 3, my deceit is a 5, so that gives me a 4.
Also, regardless of who I'm able to vote for or not, you're getting the vote regardless. Like, no, you are getting the vote. I want to give you the vote purely for this one action. Holy shit.
I would like to tag my high concept.
Why is your high concept helping here?
Being a white court vampire, I understand that with things in your head, you have to be strong mentally
Hmm?
to deal with such things.
Sure.
And then I would like to tag my sweet talking sweetheart
Sure.
because I talks pretty.
Sure.
I also kind of want to tag Ally of Regina and Trixie.
Sure. Why that?
Because she's doing this for Regina and Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
In part with Trixie because it will give her something to do and let her feel helpful. And probably show her that she is more than just the powers that the Morgan gave her. And then Ally of Regina, because handing someone who isn't Regina immense cosmic power means bad things for Regina.
Yes. So yeah, you do a phenomenal job, and everyone at the table seems to be totally on board. Well, almost everyone at the table. Sirona does not seem swayed. It almost seems like this was an impossible thing to get her swayed by this.
Mm-hmm.
And Sirona just very calmly sort of sits up in the chair, just kind of folds her hands over top of it, still sitting behind it, and just kind of closes her eyes. And a second later, there is a disturbance, and Ian comes running into the room. He's like, guys, I need some help in here. I think we're losing him. And Sirona just stays there. She kind of looks around and goes, what the hell is going? There's no time for that. I need Connor, Ashton, come here, help.
Ashton will get up and run to him.
All right. It's like, I think they know the terms pretty well of what Victor wants. So yeah, I'll go with them too. Even though I'm fully aware of what's going on. Maybe medicine can save the day, I don't know.
Sirona is just there with her arms crossed, and you see a skull just fade in over her face. And Elizabeth, you feel Trixie going, make her stop. Make her stop.
If he dies, we will see that you are... Sorry, I sentence words. If he dies, there is no deal.
Of course. You have some time left. Just do it, Elizabeth. Sirona just keeps sitting there. As you can hear, like, counting coming from the other room as Connor, you're like, he's got you pounding on his chest, and Ashton, you're, breathing into Jeremy's mouth, and, he's gone pale.
So if we don't give it solely to you, you're going to kill the boy?
If you don't give me what I want, why should I continue to give you what you want? I will not be your bitch. Bitch.
I was not asking that of you.
Yes, you are. You're asking me to bow and scrape before you. For you little people could be crushed within a moment. No. I'm here to bargain and to play nice.
You
Will it
You stated that all you wanted was access to
Elizabeth, just say yes! Stop it! He's dying in there! Trixie is freaking out.
I'm giving you exactly what you asked for. Access to it.
She stops and looks at you. That isn't what I asked for.
It's exactly what you asked for.
What I want is it. I want it. What do you say? Here is a chip. Loyal ally to Regina and Genevieve because Trixie is absolutely freaking the fuck out right now. Here's Tied Up in True Love also. And your friends are your family. Hell, even your dysfunctional family feuds.
You can have it under two conditions. Jeremy lives, and the clingy girl leaves him alone.
She sighs and she goes, I agree to assist you in keeping the clingy girl away from him. But she is her own entity. She is not my servant and does not bow solely to my will. Not even Jeremy that. But I will agree to help keep her occupied and away. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
Then done. You hear a cough in the other room. Connor and Ashton, Jeremy starts breathing again.
Oh, thank God.
Ditto.
I was almost certain you were going to pay them off for a second. What you could have done. Whew. Granted, now that
Steph, I
she...
have to say, I do love. I'm sorry, I do love you.
I love you too.
Uh-oh. I mean, we've learned that Serona's one not to be fucked with, because, holy shit. And we also learned we need to get Jeremy out from under her power.
So Serona kind of stands up and goes, I believe that is all. Unless you're willing to discuss more. Or would you rather I leave? Or would you rather I take my leave? Like, Trixie rushes in to see Jeremy, kind of pushes everyone else away, including Ian, who's kind of like, but I'm the doctor! Nerd! Serona is staring down Elizabeth. Shall I take my leave? Or shall I stay? What'd you say?
Is there something else you want?
If you're dividing up the various properties, I wouldn't be opposed to one of those. I suppose they will come with a price.
She'll look over at Regina and say, you have a better idea of what properties Magus owned.
She goes, after Leonard takes his pick, I'd be willing to give you your pick in exchange for us to have access to the thing. Acceptable. I will see to continue to grant you access. Regina nods. Serena goes, that is everything. It was nice doing business. I'm glad some people can see reason, as she sort of looks at Elizabeth, turns, and sort of walks away. Leaving Richard Mallon and Regina sort of sitting in the room. Richard goes, well, that was unexpected. I believe my wife will be very curious to know what is going on with that. I doubt, will we have any issue between us, Lady LeBlanc? No, Mr. Mallon, you have been good to your word, and I have no designs of controlling the day-to-day operations of an entire city. And I truly, and as much as I would enjoy running a casino, that seems to be a bargaining chip we've already handed away. Fine with you holding on to what little bit of it you have. And when he runs it into the ground and acquire it, I suppose we can discuss me selling it back to you correctly. Regina kind of smiles and she goes, that would be most appreciated, Mr. Mac. He stands up and he slowly walks out, and Regina kind of turns and goes to Elizabeth, kind of puts her hand on the shoulder, and she goes, I know it doesn't feel like it, but you did the right thing.
Where's Leonard? I need to strangle something.
She's like, no. No, don't. Don't do that. Go home. See your kids. See your husband. Choke the hell out of him, if you must. How does that sound?
I just... she punches the wall.
Gina's eyes goes like, welcome to negotiations. If you don't want to punch a wall, you're not doing it right. But I mean what I say when I say you made the right choice. The life of that boy in there is more important than whatever it is in that dark hole.
I know that.
In
Which
the
is-
end, sorry, continue.
Which is why I did it. But it doesn't change the fact that I feel like we're just making a bigger monster to deal with.
She nods. Indeed, we probably are. And it may turn out to be a terrible, horrible mistake, but it is not one that I will regret. Because of how happy it's going to make Trixie and how useful that boy is. He's the one who took down my father. True, she helped. But...
You're, like, cutting out and garbled.
Oh. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Is like that trick is like it's like she's talking about how happy it's gonna make Trixie and how much help that boy will be. It says he's the one who took down my father. My father had access to every little bit of power that was down in that well. It didn't stop that boy from being able to cut the feet out from under him. And what's better now, that boy knows what type of monster she is, better than he even knew what my father was. Imagine what he can do to her.
You're right.
Now you go home. See your family.
On one condition.
What is that condition?
You handle Trixie's next freak out.
Of course. I will be here. I'll be making sure it's all good. You go home. You get some sleep. I'm proud of you, Elizabeth.
For what?
For all this. Now go. She sort of pushes you out the door.
Fine, I know when I'm not wanted.
That's fine. That's great. So, so with that, we're gonna get to the end of game. There is 2 post-credit scenes that I want to do.
Okay.
The first revolves Ashton. I'm guessing you're going home.
Yeah.
So Ashton, you go home, and as you're walking through the door, you see, you hear what sounds like some kind of wrestling or commotion inside your apartment.
Uh-oh. Dear sister, what have you done now?
So, are you going inside?
Yeah.
You find in the middle of your apartment these two people locked in a life or death struggle.
Oh,
No! It's the worst ending.
and at which point, when Candace sees you, her eyes go stone jet black and her skin goes white, and she goes, "You! What is this whore doing in your apartment?" We're gonna cut there.
Oh, poor Ashton.
Poor Ashton, indeed. There is one more thing I'm going to cover. Scene. Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
you get home. You're looking forward to all the love and respect outside your building as you walk up. Here, bravo. Bravo.
Turn and look.
You turn around to see this lady standing behind you. Oh, it's been a while to track you down. You are a very difficult lady to find, which is odd for how open you are. Everything.
Maybe you just suck at finding people.
No, I'm usually pretty good at that. I mean, I found our brother.
Excuse me?
William. I found our brother, sister. Mother is going to be so pleased when she hears how you finally accomplished everything she sent you out here to do. She just kind of walks up and just puts her hand on your shoulder, goes, "So good to see you again." And that's where we're going to end game. You can take that chip for you're looking for your missing brother.
What about my trouble aspect?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that yeah. It's functional family feuds and looking for your there you go.
I want my trouble aspect.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're well, it's two aspects for you, and your Candace's jack of all trades. Candace didn't care about you. This wouldn't be
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy.
So all right. So Ashton, I need you to tell me why you're voting for Elizabeth.
Elizabeth for standing up to Serona and all her fury.
And Connor, I need you to tell me why you're voting for Elizabeth.
Much the same reason, because, my God, the verbal smackdown was awesome.
So Elizabeth, I want you to say reasons why it shouldn't have been you, but instead should have been Connor and or Ashton. Ashton, maybe both of them.
Wait, couldn't technically be like neither of us, but I guess it has to be someone.
I mean, she doesn't get to vote. She can't vote for anyone because literally everyone else
Yeah.
is unacceptable.
I would like to nominate Jeremy for being a little bitch
Oh.
and playing dead this entire game.
Ouch.
All right, okay, all right. You voted for Jeremy for that for being one vote for Jeremy, and he wasn't even in game. All right, but
I also really enjoyed Connor and Ian and just kind of dealing with the difficulties of Ian once again losing his memories.
Nicely timed.
And Ashton for intelligently keeping his mouth shut.
Do have a tendency to blurt things out at inopportune moments.
I mean, I could have seen that. On the one hand, it might have helped. On the other hand, it probably wouldn't have. So.
Random stuff looks lonely.
Okay, true.
That was random. Toblerones are tasty, though. And, like, one triangle's 1,000,000 calories, but they're so good. Maybe that's why.
All right, we are still waiting on one person to put.
4 pieces. 80. I can't do math because it's too late.
So,
Don't worry, I'm just typing it out currently.
this is a significant milestone, which means everyone gains a skill point, and everyone gains the what's it called benefit of the minor milestone.
Ooh.
Because a milestone, a very significant milestone was reached here. You guys decided the spoils of what was going to happen, and everything.
There we go. Sorry, that was bothering me.
No, each triangle is only 45 calories.
And if you believe that, you believe anything. I'm trying to remember. I had a good reason for why I wanted to also put Malin as one of my nods.
Malin, for a good reason.
I can't think of it. I just remember going like, I was really impressed with him. Because he's like, despite being a complete, basically, kingpin, he's still somewhat respectable. There we go. Respectable kingpin. He literally is. Although I think I fear him more than Kingpin. quite frankly.
I'm glad, and I want to thank you, Steph,
Yep.
for totally going along with the Jeremy play, even while knowing Brandon would never outright give a fucking character like that.
Yeah.
Mostly it was just frustrating because it felt like Serona kept moving the goalpost
Oh yes,
every time she got what she wanted.
Oh, it's because she didn't come in telling you what she wanted. She like Victor came in saying, "I want this, I want this, I want this." All right,
Mm-hmm.
which left him like no room to worry. She didn't want you guys knowing how much she wanted that thing. She wanted to just come in and take it and then run away.
Yeah.
Which is what she told Jeremy, and Jeremy blabbed out to all of you. And she's like, I really didn't want to do this because this is an ace in the hole I was using for other means. But fuck it. I want to be the one who has sole control of this thing. Or at least majority control of this thing.
Which I can understand completely.
Yeah. It's like, I get it. It was just like, well, I want access to it. And it's like, okay, like, we're giving you access to it. And it's like, well, no, I want to be the only one that has it.
Mm-hmm. No, I was saying is it yes, it's totally frustrating because she did keep moving the goalposts.
Mm-hmm.
In her mind, she's like, I lied to you. The goalpost actually isn't there. It's always been here. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's always been here, and she's basically realized that she had blackmail over you guys, which is I killed Jeremy.
Yeah.
Because she knew Jeremy doesn't want to fucking be with her anymore. So it's like this is the last. It's like either he's gonna walk away and I'm gonna lose him forever, or this is the last good thing I get out of him, and then I kick him to the fucking curb because he's no good to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I'm giving her everything she wants, and it's like, I'm doing this for Trixie at this point, so fuck it, I'm going to push back a little bit more for something that I don't think is actually going to mean anything to her.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Getting her to basically agree with you guys to basically tell Lena to knock it the fuck off, like, that was a great thing to get from her in return, because she cares nothing about it, but it's something that's going to be very important to Trixie.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, Lena is Lena, and we know how well Lena follows rules.
Not at all.
Yes. Which is why she literally said she's her own person, but, like, you know...
Yeah.
Like, basically, all you have now is whenever Lena starts causing problems, you call Serona, and then Serona will haul her off. Like...
Mm-hmm.
But she's not going to stop... She's not going to babysit Lena to keep her from Jeremy, but... You know.
No.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to do something here also. So with this significant milestone, if you have noticed the city aspects, they have changed. That used to be, it was high stakes in Vegas living was already there, was always there. The golden rule was always there, and the golden rule, of course, is he who has the gold makes the rules. But the aspect under Magnus's thumb was changed to sudden power vacuum. But you are doing some work to sort of start reversing this, so I'm changing that to, it is now a settling power vacuum. So you guys moved quickly and have sort of created this thing. Now there are going to be other people who want, power and control. I may have just dropped another new player in at the end of this last session. To show you, no, things are way more complicated. just because you guys have all agreed to play nice doesn't mean that everyone else in the world will agree to play nice. But you guys are still kind of in the own bed you made because they do kind of still all need each other.
Well, the power player.
Even if Sharona did hold a gun to your head, she now holds the nuke, so cutting her out is not the best decision. You can make it, but that just might mean that she gives the power of the nuke to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for making this game great. I love you all. You are all fantastic players, and I appreciate the hell out of all the time you guys spend coming here and participating in this story. You have no clue how much this means. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks. Definitely appreciate all the work you put into all these various characters, and they end up playing as, because it's always entertaining. So I very much appreciate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that.
No, I'm too tired to accurately make a decent sentence, so I was done.
All right, because I'm totally in agreement with you there. It's like, dude, we're here because we love the game and we love the world, and potentially fucking up the world, which we're trying to not do, but Sharona is all I have to say. She's scary as shit.
Yeah, no. Sharona is scary as shit. Yeah.
Yep.
It's so much fun though. Ugh. Although I still need to solve whatever the hell's going on with Ian and the other people in the city it's happening to.
Yeah. But I have faith in all of you. I am ending the stream, and we will see you all hopefully in 2 weeks.
Okay.
No, 1 week.
I'll say
1
2
week.
weeks.
Every
Okay.
other game I run is 2 weeks. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it just occurred to me. It's like, I think I'm getting tired too.